name is Tuan Chuan, and I am the fashion designer.
My name is Corey Barr. I'm an interactive artist. I work with a group called Anti-Clockwise.
My name is Benjamin Cowden. I'm a kinetic sculptor. I do mostly mechanical work.
I'm Benjamin James, and our project here is the Light Orchestra.
My name is Jason Wilson.
My name is Tim Thompson.
My name is Indiana Bloom.
This is Jackie Levy.
This is Elias Kostis.
And we collaborated on an interactive sculpture together.
My name's Tyler Freeman. I made the drum pants.
My name's Aaron Seaman. I perform under the name Duck Mandu a lot of the time, and I'm an accordionist.
My name is Rich DDT. I'm one of the artists of the Anti-Clockwise Arts Collective.
I work mostly with recycled material, repurposed material, and reused material.
We brought a couple of pieces today. One is, we call it Sandbox World, and it lets you play in a sandbox, and as you sculpt the sand, it becomes mountains or rivers or snow-capped peaks.
I have three pieces. One of them is a marionette controlling device.
What the Light Orchestra is an interactive piece consisting of 1,250 total control lighting pixels.
I've got an installation here called the Outer Body Maze.
I've got a piece in the art gallery called the Space Palette. It's an interactive musical and visual instrument.
I have 4 pieces in the gallery. 3 are circular pieces out of bicycle rims for frames, and they encompass gears into a dreamcatcher weave out of metal.
Well, we have wood carvings, forged steel, and electronics, which is wireless, interactive, Arduino, and LEDs.
And they are basically pants with sensors in them, and they make drum sounds when you hit them.
I had an accordion, and I liked punk rock. I used to be a pianist. I studied music. I just started messing around with some of the punk songs, and I wanted to kind of figure out for myself if it was possible to actually play them with all the parts on the accordion. Sort of like a science experiment. And then it got out of hand.
One of my primary goals is to let people create the art themselves. In this case, with the Space Palette, it's both music and visuals. So it's a very immersive environment.
We take your eyesight out of your body, turn it around and point it back at you. So you're seeing yourself from a third-person perspective. So you're literally feel like you're floating up in the ceiling, looking down at this maze. You see these people walking around in there. You know that one of them is you, but it doesn't feel at all like one is you.
All my clothes are designed from handmade only. I use no thread, no machine, and no needle whatsoever. There's an Orifwear, which is just made from all recycled discard fabric that tear apart and woven back into a dress. And there's also a couple of pieces that are hand painted.
There are two-handed joystick type controls that allow an operator/viewer to look at this marionette on a screen and then move the controls and the marionette moves.
The second one is a piece where you take a wall and foam rocks, and as you throw the rocks and hit the wall, it shatters, and it cycles through images about television or whatever you want for the event. The Television of Tomorrow people sent some very cool old images of the physicists who designed the television, some schematics of the initial television diagrams, and some historical images from the television of yesterday, which I think contrasts pretty well with the television of tomorrow.
The lollipop licking machine has a silicone tongue that's about 3 feet away from where the operator is, and the tongue kind of comes up and licks this lollipop, and there's a water tower, so there's actually moisture that comes out and dissolves the lollipop. There's a couple different controls, so you can change the angle and the crank that controls the frequency of the licking. The user obviously gets very little enjoyment out of it because you're not actually licking the lollipop. It's some kind of surrogate tongue that you've enlisted, or like a proxy tongue.
I'm a drummer, and a lot of my friends are musicians, and we're always just like, drumming on our pants for some reason or another, and I figured why not make it actual instrument. They're any kind of pants you want. You can just install them and make a drum skirt, drum chair, put it on your steering wheel, get the traffic jam. It also sends MIDI data through Bluetooth, so you can use your phone or your computer to use more like professional synthesizer and drum machine software and control them.
Some of the wood pieces were quite stunning. Tuan's flowers that he's woven out of metal are very impressive, as are the fashion dresses.
Yeah, our pieces here are really playful. the sandbox is designed in such a size that people can get on all sides and sculpt the world together.
The responses are amazing. People are having so much fun interacting and seeing how their products are being utilized into art and creative ways, and the content, so people are really into it.
This is a differentiated event. It's a great event, and it frees up the creative mind.
That's one of the things about TVOT Tomorrow that's unique, right? There's always some interesting art connected with this show in San Francisco.
You had the accordion player on just out here a moment ago. What other show that can I go to where that sort of stuff's going on?
It's definitely one of those things that's sort of sticky for the conference.
The landlord's here to visit. The passengers go on below. Says I'm doubling the rent cause the building's condemned. You're gonna help me buy City Hall. We can, you know we can. We can, you know we can. Let's such a landlord man. Reaches up to my knees. Turn the oven on as fast as I can, oh yeah, and then the rain pours through the ceiling. But we can.